Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Chioma. Today's video is going to be all about wellness. Right now it's just like a really heavy time and I feel like we're all just like experiencing like the same emotions. Everyone is overwhelmed. Everyone is just like really stressed right now. You know, I almost didn't even want to like record this video, but part of the reason why I started this channel is because I just wanted to like put my energy into something positive. Right now more than ever, we all really need to think about our wellness and how we're prioritizing that, especially like when it comes to mental health. I wanted to use this time to just talk about wellness. Like, what is wellness? What does it mean? I feel like it's a word that's being thrown around a lot, but it's actually more than just, you know, yoga and green smoothies. I've been doing a lot of research about wellness because I'm currently on my own personal, you know, wellness journey, and I've actually discovered that there are 8 pillars to wellness. So I thought it'd be really cool to just go through what those pillars are and how we can start setting our own personal wellness goals. So the first pillar that we're going to talk about is emotional wellness. Emotional wellness is basically how you feel. How do you manage your emotions? Are your emotions managing you? Do you have a healthy way of expressing your emotions? Like, you know, anger to sadness to even happiness. You know how to express your emotions in a controlled way. This is really important because we all experience, you know, different spectrums of emotions. But it's important to have a good grasp on them and not allow them to overwhelm us or make us like act out of character. So emotional wellness is really important. That's something I'm learning too, like how to manage my emotions and, you know, express them in a healthy way. The second form of wellness is this, you know, the most popular one, which is physical wellness, and that's how you take care of your body. You know, are you working out? Are you content with your shape? You know, are your vital organs functioning properly? Is your immune system working? Like, are you suffering from any diseases? Hopefully not. You know, like, is there anything going on internally that's like giving you like physical problems? These are different questions you can ask yourself about, you know, physical wellness. The third form of wellness is social wellness, and that is all about your relationships, the friendships or romantic relationships. You know, are you happy? Do you feel content with the people around you? Do the people around you make you feel safe? You know, do you feel like you belong in your community? Like, social wellness is so important because the people around you or the people closest to you do influence you. And, you know, it's really important to make sure that you have really healthy relationships that give you a sense of like, to just give you a good feeling, that positive people that make you, that accept you for who you are, who genuinely love you. So that's really, really important. Fourth type of wellness is occupational wellness, and this has to do with how you spend your time. Questions we can ask ourselves are, am I fulfilled with what I do? It doesn't have to be just about your job. It could be, how do you spend your free time? Do you have any side hobbies or side hustles that give you fulfillment? Do you feel a sense of purpose with what you're doing? For me, like, I personally I get fulfillment from like motivating people, which is why I created this channel to motivate myself and as well as other people to, you know, invest in becoming the best version of themselves. When it comes to occupational wellness, it's really important to figure out, where do you find joy? What makes you inspired? Where do you feel a sense of purpose? Where do you get a sense of purpose? And to help us figure out like what we should be doing, what our calling is. And if you're in a situation where you feel like, you know, maybe what you're currently doing isn't giving you fulfillment, it's okay, because just understand that circumstances are temporary, and a lot of times, like, I truly believe that every season in your life is a preparation for the next season. You may be in a situation that you don't like right now. Always try to find like the positive in it and find a lesson or a new skill set or a new character trait that you can pick up. A lot of times we grow in discomfort, And that can actually make us better people when we do end up where we want to be. The next type of wellness is financial wellness. And this is really, really important because I actually discovered that finances is actually one of the #1 causes of stress in people's lives. And that just made me understand that it's really important to take care of finances. And I don't think financial wellness really has to do with how much money you have in your bank account, but it really has to do with how you're managing what you have. Questions we can ask ourselves are like, am I overwhelmed? Do I feel overburdened? Am I stuck? I think those questions can help us figure out like where we stand in terms of financial wellness. But once again, circumstances are temporary, and if you feel like you're in a place where you're not happy, you can always make new choices and new decisions and take steps towards a better future. So the next form of wellness, which is actually one of my favorites so far, is environmental. And environmental wellness is about making sure that your environment is conducive to your mental health. And it doesn't have to be about where you are geographically. I think, yeah, we can ask our questions like, am I in the right state, country, or whatever? Like, yeah, those are questions we can ask ourselves. But I think ultimately it's about, what are you allowing into your space? What is around you? Who is around you? I think it's really important to guard your space. Sometimes you can't control it, but I think particularly even with like your immediate space, like your room, for example, I personally like vision boards and things that are really positive. I like hanging up like inspirational quotes on my walls and on my wall. And that is like one way I protect my environment. I like to listen to really positive, uplifting music. And I try to like inspire myself or motivate myself to stay in a positive state of mind, because your environment influences you a lot. So it's really important to like maintain a healthy environment and just like overall, just like guard your space. So the next type of wellness is spiritual wellness. And spiritual wellness is basically, what do you believe in? What are your beliefs? What keeps you grounded? Is there a higher power that you believe in? Are there specific principles and values and doctrines that govern your life and your decisions? I will say, like, when it comes to spirituality, like, that is a big part of my life. And I think just seeing that it's on this, wellness pillar is really interesting, because I didn't really think about my spirituality as a form of wellness per se. But I'm glad to see that it is. And yeah, I definitely want to like be more like consistent and like more committed to it like going forward. So the last form of wellness is intellectual wellness, and that is really about how you are taking care of your mind. What are you consuming? Are you pursuing education, whether it's formally or informally? I personally like to learn on YouTube. I love looking up videos on like random topics and like, learning really interesting things that I wouldn't know or that, that I would never think of knowing or learning about. So I think the key is just like making sure that our minds are like stimulated and constantly learning, because I think there's a quote that says like, what is it? Like, an idle mind is the devil's playground. So it's really important to take care of your mind. Okay guys, so those were the 8 pillars of wellness. I am so excited to start setting goals, because like I said, like in my first video, like when it comes to wellness, like I'm very new to this. Like I never really had like a formal like wellness practice or anything like that, but it's never too late to start. And I thought like it would be really a good thing to start setting goals in each of these categories. So what I plan to do, and I really hope you guys join me, is I plan to take all of those pillars and just like maybe in a notebook or my laptop and just start setting goals for them. Next thing, which is like, I got this tip from a friend, really good friend of mine, to take that goal and then set like 3 micro goals, or like basically like 3 actionable steps to achieve this bigger goal. So for fitness, like that's my physical wellness goal. You guys can get as specific as possible. Like it doesn't have to be broad. I'm just kind of keeping it broad for now, but like if you can set very specific goals. For the actionable steps, like you want to list out things that you can do practically that will help you achieve that goal. So for example, if I want to be fit, the 3 steps I'm going to take are I'm going to go on a keto diet. Only reason why I'm going to go on a keto diet, and I can probably create another video about that, is because I feel like, and this is a short-term thing, like like eliminating carbs, you know, really allows your body to like burn excess fat, and that's kind of like my short-term goals, to like get rid of like excess fat. And then the second thing I plan to do is to work out 30 minutes to an hour a day, and do that at least 4 times a week. And then the third thing I want to do is I plan to do is to drink tons of water, like a lot of water, just to like get my body, like make sure that I'm not dehydrated, but also water, like it's really helpful for like weight loss. So those are like the 3 steps I plan to take to achieve this like bigger goal. Yeah, let's start, you know, setting these goals. It's never too late. You know, 2020, it's a very interesting year so far, but I don't think we should allow, you know, all the uncertainty to like stop us from, you know, just developing ourselves and becoming better. So I'd really like to hear what goals you guys have for the rest of this year, and let me know down below in the comments. So thanks again for watching my video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.